Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, they had an incredible match. What a match. What a match that these guys put on. I must say, Rollins is giving out title shots like candy. Hey, you want some candy? You want some candy? You want a car? You get a car. It is so it's just ridiculous. It's just like night and day, just the difference with or between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins when it comes to their championship defenses. Yeah, I really appreciate Rollins, being there on a weekly basis and putting in the time and showing up as a champion. But how people get title shots, I've just not been crazy about it. I really am not a fan. It's just like, okay, hey, hey, you saved me the other day, and hey, I'm going to give you a title shot. Oh, you just have to say the magic word. It's kind of ridiculous. And then Roman Reigns, on the other hand, his title or him being a champion feels more prestigious. I mean, because he's really never there. He shows up, every 2 to 3 months, but it's just delivery with Roman Reigns as well, and it means something. When he's defending his title, there's build up. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I'm just not crazy about. But so anyway, a lot of respect, for these guys, for these wrestlers. They were just in Saudi Arabia, and the fact that they just put on this incredible show, I just have to say I have a lot of respect for them, and I don't think that people understand all the traveling that the wrestlers do to put on great matches for us. It's just incredible. But these guys, Sammy and Rollins, they went at it. It was just a really competitive match. Sammy looked really good. He was at points, he was flying around, just I mean, both these guys are athletic. There's a couple dives, I should say. And like I said, Sami Zayn was flying around for a couple minutes like Spider-Man. And then there was one part I think this is before the second or third commercial break. Rollins was going for a pedigree on the ring apron, and then not Rollins. Rollins was going for a pedigree, and then Sammy he countered it with a back body drop. So I was like, ah man, that looked like that hurt. And Rollins, he kept on selling his back. So we know eventually that's how he's going to lose he's going to lose the title. And I'm thinking at WrestleMania. But these guys, they just went at it. And at one point, when they came back from the commercial break, I believe Sami Zayn had Seth Rollins in a like in Boston Crab, and then Rollins rolled him up for the win. I was like, what? I wasn't expecting that finish, but it was a great match. And Sami Zayn was hot with the crowd. He was super hot with the crowd, and he was just over big time. I feel like a lot of people want at to go in that arena. They wanted Sammy to win, but both guys they just put on a great match, a great show. And also the other thing that I liked about the other match I liked on Raw was I guess that was a fatal four way, with the Miz, Bronson Reed, Ivar, and Ricochet. That was a really good match. And the Miz, and I've always been, I always liked the Miz. I was never like really crazy about him. I just like I could see that, the guy just has a lot that he's talented. And so it was just great to see the Miz, just to get his flowers, to see him shine, and he was over. I never thought I would see that. People cheering for the Miz because he's always been, a bad guy. Even though to me, he's one of the best on the mic. I mean, the guy can talk. But it was, that was great to see. And the Miz is he's going to face Gunther at Survivor Series for the IC Championship. So I think that those guys are going to put on a good match. I think they will. So overall, this was my first time watching Raw live in a long time. But overall, it was actually a decent show. And just hats off to these wrestlers, what they do. They entertain us. They put on these, just every week all this traveling. I don't know how they do it. It's just to me really incredible because there's no way I would be able to do it. I'm like, listen, I'm doing all this traveling. Hey, I'm going to take about 3 bumps, and that's about it. We're going to have like a 4 minute, 5 minute match. That's how it would be. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's really incredible, really incredible. But please let me know, what was your favorite match. I know your favorite match had, that's a stupid question. It had to be Rollins and Rollins versus Zayn. It had to be that match. All right, take care and have a good one.